one of our most iconic moments on this show.
Tell them.
Took place maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. I don't know. DB is usually good with numbers. And there's a guy I have been watching for quite some time who I always thought, man, there's something different about this guy. This guy is multifaceted, multi-talented. Something I can appreciate having grown up as in an entertainment community. My sister was a dancer, so she forced us to dance. We through elementary and junior high and high school, we was in music classes, and we also took well, I didn't take the acting classes, but we would put together choreography. One of the things I learned that was hard to do was to play an instrument at the same time sing. So a lot of people could play piano. Some people could sing. Not everybody could play piano and sing at the same time and stay on beat. So when I see folks who are excellent at doing that, I know there's something special in that right and left brain that enables them to do so. Our next guest came up here, man, and I wanted to take him out of his comfort zone. Didn't realize that was actually his sweet spot. You know. And asked that man to do a 5 fingers of death. And unbeknownst to a lot of people at that time that came from our circles, the boy has bars.
Bars, son!
He's a hyena! He got a lot on his plate right now coming up. Yo, he has a lot on his plate, man. He has new music coming out. He's going to be, I don't know if it's a residency, but he's going to be performing at a really famous venue, Cafe Carlisle.
Yep.
This is a place where Mick Jagger hangs out.
Yeah, this is one of those spots.
It's one of those spots.
Casual.
Known for his murals, built in the early 1920s, and then the market crash. I do history.
I see.
Yeah, they had to sell it under new management, but
it's infotainment.
It's infotainment, and I've seen this man on various stages, Broadway, the big screen. He also has a new single out for his forthcoming EP. Got a great video on it. He's dancing like he's 16 again, and he's become an R&B sex symbol, the one and only Wayne Brady.
What's up, family? Hello, all. It's good to be back home.
Yes.
Happy to have you.
Come on, man.
Thank you.
First and foremost, how you been, Wayne? What up? Yo.
Man, life is good. I cannot complain. Life is so good. Life is so good. My family is good. My daughter's turning 17 next week.
Wow.
So everything else on top of that is gravy. You know, I'm so blessed to be able to wake up in the morning and the work and everything. You know, I just want to say not to try to bring it down, but God bless and shout out to Kobe and to his family and to his little girl. And that's why when my first answer to your question, how am I, is I'm great, because you need reminders to put everything into perspective. And someone like Kobe, who, because the world was affected with his passing and his little girl's passing, he touched people. And you guys, myself, anyone that's in media, we're lucky enough to touch people. And so in pursuit of people knowing your name, or if you're an Instagram influencer and you want followers, in pursuit of us trying to do what we do, sometimes time gets away from us and we forget to check in with our families. And, I've got this one thing to do in New York. I'll be home later. Well, you don't know if later's yours.
Right.
You don't know.
So especially knowing with the intense love that I love my little girl, I'm so happy to wake up. And you just need that reminder. So that's my answer to your question. I'm amazing. If not for anything else that I've got going on work-wise, I'm alive and I'm here.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
I think it's so important to hear you say that too, man, because I know you've gone through a lot, and people only usually see the finale of a lot of hard work and think that people are always great. And I know you've gone through a lot personally, and to hear this is where you are today. I think there's a lot of people who probably dealt with depression at some point. That dealt with depression and at a time where they didn't have a lot of resources, they didn't have a lot of outlets. There wasn't a whole lot of conversation about it.
Yes.
And now, because of people like you coming out and speaking to it, and other people who work in our field that folks think is always okay, now you have so many more resources. There's no stigma put to it.
Exactly.
People are happy to share their story. They understand
Absolutely.
the power and community, collective energy coming together to
Talk
speak
to
on
people.
this. Talk to people, right?
Talk to people. That's the main thing is talk to people. I am not too proud to say, hey, I'm not having a great day today.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, like you mentioned, resources, I'm lucky enough. Not everyone can get up, and I live in LA, not everyone can get up and go, oh, I'm going to go to my therapist right now. I'm going to go do this, whatnot. Sometimes you don't need that. Sometimes you just need to commune with your family and your folk and say, hey, please hold me down right now because I am just out of my body, and today is not a great day. And if you're able to do that, then you can have a great day. Then you can live for tomorrow. And that's what I'm excited about. So I've got lots of projects and whatnot, but I'm excited about being excited. You know what I mean? I'm actually excited about being excited. I'm happy. I'm so happy to be here with you and then to come to show. Like, I flew in a day early because I knew that you guys were going to be going to Miami. I'm like, no, I'm on a plane. Because I get to come in and have energy like this, man. This is So if you see a dude walking the streets of New York with a green skull cap on, just cheesing, it's me because I'm happy.
Your skull ain't green though, bro. It's black.
Oh, it's black?
Yeah, you're colorblind too.
Oh, no, I got the black one.
Yeah,
I got a stroke. Oh, no, I can't see anymore. Oh, my God. Oh, no, my left side. Oh, no, my left side. I can't see. Oh, no, I'm tasting copper.
Plot twist.
It's not green. It's not green. Wayne, it's not green, Wayne.
Who the hell's the guy in the green? Wait a minute. Hold on. I thought I put the green one on. This is black. It's black with a green. You can't even make green out of the colors on this. So I don't even have like the
green reference, like
right. Like there's no Roy G. Biv. There's just I can't even do that right now.
Yo, I was like, hey man, I gotta act. Yo, what the hell? Man, I got to ask you a question, too, man. Well, I got you here. We're going to talk about the new music, the performance at the Carlisle. I want to talk about all those different things you have going on. But first, this right here.
It's time for Let's Make a Deal.
Oh, yeah.
Now here's TV's big dealer, Wayne Brady.
Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome to Let's Make a Deal. I'm Wayne Brady.
Easily my favorite daytime show on TV to watch.
Thanks,
man.
Speak on it.
I love this show. I watched it growing up. So who was the original host?
Monty Hall.
Monty Hall. Man, I thought Monty Hall was dope. I always dreamt of going on that show and spinning that wheel or guessing that price or what's the game where the yodeler goes up?
No, that's Bob Barker.
Bob Barker, my bad, sorry.
Yeah, the yodeler and whatnot.
Damn shit,
Here, you want to use my cap?
No. I always wanted to pick what's behind door number
1, 2,
two
or
or three.
Yep,
Shit.
I wanted to spin the wheel
I wanted
and try to get the prize.
I was like, that's a good show. It's not mine, but it's a good show. But you're not alone. People say that all the time. And I've been doing this for, I think it's going on 11 seasons now or 12 or something. And people, such beautiful hearts that will come to me and go, Wayne, I watch your show all the time. I love you on The Price is Right. I said, do you? Well, you ought to see me on Let's Make a Deal because I'm even better on that.
You're killing it on that.
Yeah.
But the improv, you even make the guests look like they're part of the show.
That's the thing, man.
Yeah, because you put them in predicaments. You put them in situations as well.
Absolutely.
That's you? That's all off the cuff? Or how much?
That's all improvisational. The thing that I wanted when they offered me Let's Make a Deal, I initially said no twice because I could not see myself because I'm an actor. I was in a sitcom deal at the time. So I'm like, why would I want to be on camera saying, because in my mind, just like a weatherman, just like a bad version of a radio shock jock, there are stereotypes of certain professions. A game show host to me had that stigma to it of hello and welcome to the show and blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, Guy Smiley. No. But then they said, look, we don't want you to do Monty. We don't want you to be a game show host in air quotes. What would you do? I said, well, I would I would use improv games to give away some of the prizes. I would make the zonks funny. But most importantly, I would want it to be a space that felt like anything could happen, and people should want to be on the game show not just for the prizes, but for the experience. Because if it's aspirational in the sense of, oh, I want to get on the show and pick that box, that's cool. But if it's, I want to get on the show and pick that box, but even if I don't, it would be so much fun to be on the show with Wayne. Right. That's a secret. It's people want to be on the show so that maybe they get a song to them. Maybe they get to be in a sketch. And then they get to win. So over the course of those years, we've actually turned it into that machine. And now I am one of the luckiest cats on TV because I get to make people happy day in and day out, and I get to make myself happy because I'm just clowning all day.
You look like you're having way too much fun.
Yeah, man. It's the most fun you can have in a suit. That is legal.
That is legal. I like that, Wayne Brady. So here's the question, man, because I already got the concept.
Okay.
Man, since I was a child, bro, growing up in the 70s, we didn't have much. You know, Wayne, we had TVs with, with hangers sticking out instead of antennas.
Amen.
Oh, no.
You know, the knobs were broken. We used to use wrenches, little monkey wrenches.
And you got to turn it just so.
And I used to watch Let's Make a Deal. I used to watch The Price is Right. I used to watch, Wheel of Fortune, Joker's Wild.
No whammies.
No whammies, $100,000 Pyramid, Jeopardy, all of these shows, and I've never been on one.
That is a damn shame. Well, then you know what? We need to change that.
We need to change that, Wayne Brady.
You need to be on Let's Make a Deal.
I swear, are you kidding me, bro?
Brother, you need to be on Let's Make a Deal.
I'll play for a charity or somebody in the audience.
We will have you. If you are taping in Los Angeles, that's nothing but a word. I've been begging to have you and the crew on because I think, yes. Are you kidding me? That would be amazing.
So we could the crew, because we got the new Sirius XM studios, state of the art, just built in L.A. In June, we're gonna probably go out there and broadcast for a week.
In June, that's when you need to come on the show.
All right.
Listeners, family, you heard it now. You heard it here. You're coming on the show.
Oh my God.
It's on camera.
It's on camera. It's on camera. It's on radio. And we can do the play for charity or play for someone, because you obviously can't play.
Yeah.
But you can play for them.
For somebody in the crowd. Maybe.
Absolutely. In fact, we should do a sweepstakes, and now I'm coming this. I'm an executive producer on the show, so I can say things like this.
Okay.
Come on now. I think we should, closer to time, we should do a giveaway where you pick someone who wins a trip to Los Angeles. I don't know them. They can come on the show and play. We can hook it up with our PR department. They can come on the show and play, and you can play as their partner.
Oh my God!
That's cute.
Come on now, see, look,
that's cool.
Come on now, thinking on
I
the
like
fly.
that. There you go. That's an EP call.
That's a producer.
That's an EP call. I didn't want to share my spotlight, but cool. I'm down for it. I'm down for the calls. I'm down for.
Come on, let's go.
Do that. Now, who would pay for them to get out there?
Well, we'd have to work that out.
Okay.
We'd have to work that out.
Okay.
That's why I say that we bring in our PR department, because I think it's one of those things that would make sense. Because there are a lot of brothers and sisters that watch Let's Make a Deal, and I think that the powers that be have seen that there's a lot of chocolate in daytime.
Absolutely.
So I think that this would be a rather easy fix.
It's mutually beneficial. It's a good cross promotion for both our platforms.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
You got your green thinking cap on.
Yeah.
Come on now. See? And I'm wearing my purple cap.
And now we can involve the citizens.
The citizens.
See, involve the citizens.
Perfect.
Wayne Brady is here, citizens. 888-742-3345.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't know, Wayne has done so many things, but I think one of the things he's done really recently has just once again proven how talented this man truly is. Yeah.
Just moments ago, we all found out together that the Fox is the king of the Masked Singer. But who's behind that beautiful mask of a champion?
This has been the coolest, most amazing, most touching, most challenging, weirdest. And this is the weird. And I host Let's Make a Deal. But God, I mean, really, I'm gonna take this with me forever.
Man. How big? Was that bigger than a Grammy? Not?
To a degree, I would say it's right up there, because it's one of those things that the public opinion from the first episode, more people on Instagram and Twitter and all, the internets were saying that it was me than not. And that blew me away, because I did the show because I felt that I needed to educate people. And I was telling myself my own narrative, when in reality, a lot of cats really did mess with me musically.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a beautiful gift to me, to, instead of like, oh, nobody knows my music, this sucks, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, shit, people really give me love. And I get Instagram DMs all the time and postings where people are covering my songs from my first record and singing songs from when I'm on Broadway and bootleg Broadway videos of me singing. It's humbling.
Yeah.
Because people gave me more love than I gave myself credit for.
Wow.
So I was so happy to do the show for that. Plus, it was cool to be able to, show out.
Right.
Yeah, because to the uninitiated, to the uninformed and the uneducated, to those who did not see the light, who were wandering around in the darkness of ignorance,
Yeah, wow.
to be able to show them the plethora of things that I could unpack from my toolbox that was God-given. Come on now.
Can I hear an amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Built, not bought.
Yes.
I was watching an interview with that Adrienne Bailon, and she got up there too, being the Pink Flamingo. She was fantastic, and she said what drew
love
her.
Adrienne.
Me too. What drew her? I should say Adrienne Houghton. She is a married woman now, but what drew her to the show was the anonymity part of it. And how she wanted to be able to just showcase her talent without people prejudging it based on like clout or appearance or whatever.
Yep.
Was that kind of the same thing too?
On the nose. The thing that you forget, and I'm using the royal you, is when you are no one name-wise, because you're always someone, when you're no one name-wise in the entertainment business and you're trying to get someplace, you have a latitude and a freedom that you are not afforded later on once you are a fixed presence in someone's mind. So when I was just starting out doing theater, doing band gigs, doing what, I could do whatever I wanted. And all that mattered to the people watching that thing is, oh, that dude's good. So you can do anything. Once they go, oh, you're that dude from Whose Line, or you're that dude from that show, or even culturally, oh yeah, well that's Wayne, he doesn't do what we do, or he doesn't do this thing. You are fixed in someone's mind. So as soon as you come with something, you're like, well, I've got this offering of whatever this is. They go, I'm not really checking for that because it's you. So it's the case of killing the messenger despite the message. So when you have your anonymity and this weird ass mask on your head, you have that freedom back. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to be talent first instead of face first.
Right.
And then people can make judgments. So if you watch the show and you go, I'm not really checking for the Fox's voice, cool, that's great. You just didn't like the Fox's voice.
Right.
Great.
Yeah.
But it's better than someone going, hey, have you heard Wayne Brady's song? Wayne Brady? You mean the guy that done? I ain't listening to that shit. Well, why not? Because I've seen him do such and such. Well, that doesn't matter. So that's what I wanted. That's what I was happy for, and she hit it right on the nose. Yeah. No, I was going to say, because she would know. Because if anybody, as soon as she would get up and sing, I'm sure that, oh, that's that Cheetah girl.
Yep.
Oh, that's the girlfriend that did. No, listen to her amazing ass voice. So that's what I'm glad this show is good for.
Wayne Brady is here performing at Sirius XM tomorrow, up close and personal with Heart and Soul with Cayman Kelly, the legend Cayman Kelly.
Yes.
That's tomorrow on Heart and Soul at 1 p.m., and that's going to be live. I find this interesting because, you do get pigeonholed a lot for whatever reasons. It's happened. I won't say a lot, but
because humans are humans.
Humans are humans.
Yeah.
And then you do these things, you have these pivotal moments in your career that just change the whole perception of who you are. Like when you went on Dave Chappelle's show, how huge that was, and how well it traveled, and people kind of let go of those blocks they had about who.
And people still come up to me. My brother, that was my flight attendant yesterday, came up and said, hey man, I really love you on the Chappelle show. And that's such a blessing. To me, nothing changed because the secret is not a secret to me. I already knew who I was before each of those things happened. It's more like you are bringing everybody up to where you are and bringing everybody up to speed. Okay, we're good now? All right, great. Next thing.
Yeah. Do you and Dave stay in contact? Do y'all understand that how y'all tied to that moment, your legacy?
Oh, man, I love that moment. I have not stayed in contact with Dave. Dave is a tough cat to get in contact with, but I am forever a fan, and if the opportunity to come up to work with Dave ever happened, in a blink of an eye, you wouldn't even need to tell me what the thing was. Wayne, Dave wants to do, okay, when?
You ain't got to finish the sentence.
Tuesday? Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, Dave wants you to do a striptease act.
I'm
right there. You're right there.
Done. Wearing this hat,
okay.
And I'm done.
You're done. All right, Wayne Brady.
That
checkered hat. Okay.
Hat, boots, my checkered hats with the tassels. Yes.
Kinky boots.
All right, now also citizens. He's performing Tuesday through Saturday, next Tuesday through Saturday, right? Or is now?
When?
No, April 14th to the 18th. My
bad.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, is there a show that I'm not aware of?
That's the Cafe Carlisle debut. That's April 14th through 18th. And you can get, that's on 76th Street. You get tickets. Just go to their website to get tickets.
This could be a running gag. The both of you just give out like fucked up information.
Just wrong information.
All right.
It's like, you can catch me tomorrow morning at the White House. Why would he be there? I don't understand. What is he? Why?
Wayne Brady. Winning the Masked Singer, to me, the timing is great. To your point, because people had to recognize you just purely before your talent without their biases or whatever preconceived notions they have about you. And now you got Flirting with Forever, this single for your forthcoming project that's out right now. And when you look at the video, I was so impressed by the video because I never saw you look in the camera in your R&B sex symbol persona. It came out. Like you gave me a lot. You gave me a lot of Keith Sweat. You gave me a little bit of Jodeci. You gave me a lot of you giving me a lot of R&B. Look at me, baby. I'm singing to you.
Was he grabbing for the air?
He kind of with his eyes. It was like,
The only thing missing was the grabbing for the air, and we didn't have any rain.
You
next
gotta get
video.
on your knees till you got
Next
fall to
video,
your knees.
I got this. I'm gonna fall down on my knees, and then I'm gonna have a jib shot of the rain, and then it's gonna circle around me, and then it's gonna do a wipe, and then it's gonna come up, and then I'm gonna come out of an ice box.
There you go. Yeah, with no shirt on.
With no shirt on an ice box.
Green hat.
Right, and this will really be green.
It's a real green hat.
Wayne Brady, the Green Hat Tour. You gotta check me out. I'm coming to your city.
That's such a natural transition, though. You look natural, where a lot of times when people see folks on different platforms, when it's coming back to singing, it's a little hard for them to be accepted
because they didn't do it for real.
Okay.
That's what I always am telling folks, that the folks that know, because it's funny that there's a whole group of my friends and people that I've worked for that when I got Who's Line back in the day, the conversations were so funny. I would say, hey man, I got this show. Really? Got a show? Yeah, I'm doing an improv on TV. Doing what? Why? You're a singer. Well, no, I'm an actor, that I've done all these things. Really? So many people that knew me in that world couldn't accept the fact that I was an actor. It's just human nature. So to me, being on stage and singing and doing that stuff is the same thing that I did when I was an R&B singer in Japan, before TV. I used to tour in Japan doing these nightclubs and just being that cat. So that's why it's natural, because it's just singing. It's like when Jamie Foxx. Jamie is a singer.
Yeah.
That's what he does, and the comedy and everything else is a beautiful blessing.
Mm-hmm. Well, you did it well. You was up on the latest dances and the whole nine. Like, you're not missing the beat. I'm pretty impressed. You did pretty good, bro.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely, man.
Thank you very much.
Because he was looking at me in the screen, and I felt something. I didn't know what that meant.
Yo, who would win between a hat
You were
competition?
transfixed.
Who would win between a hat competition? You or Neo? With the fedoras and the Scullies.
Well, I rock a lot of hats, but I'd say that Neo has seriously invested in his hat game.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has a different hat for every occasion. He has hats for church. He has hats for TV. hats for making a baby. He actually has, oh baby, it's baby making night, and his hat says that. He is put together from head to toe. Right, so boom, Neo, I'm making a baby. To my own music, wearing this hat, you about to get pregnant. That is, so Neo wins.
That's amazing.
It's the winner right there, man.
Neo is the winner.
Yo, wait, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
by you winning the Masked Singer, it seems like now people's image of you has been shattered, right? Or with the ceiling they placed on you. Do you feel a new sense of found freedom to be able to explore all the things you maybe wanted to explore, knowing that the ceiling may have been shattered on what you could do in the box that people may have put you in?
Yeah, I think to a degree, the people that did have that notion, that I've got freedom with them. I've always had the freedom, which is something I had to teach myself. We have the freedom to do whatever, even creatively. I was the one that was limiting myself. So I would say, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Like, I am such an asshole. I have to tell, I'm such an idiot. I had a chance a few years ago, before Chance the Rapper really blew, to collaborate with Chance on a song, because Chance actually was checking for me on that and reached out. His folks reached out. Here is how the ego can mess with you, Sway. Here is why I want to empower other people and younger performers to get out of your head about don't give a damn about what people think. It's a business of perception, but you have to have a good self-perception. My self-perception was not at 100%. So instead of feeling worthy, like, oh, this cat that I really like his work, this young cat wants to reach out and let's do this thing, I let it go. I was like, yeah, I'll call. I'll do. He doesn't want to. This isn't going to yield anything, man. It's going to be corny. I don't want to look stupid, blah, blah, blah. Telling myself this narrative. Now, I probably can't get Chance on the phone. But it's that thing of I've let so many opportunities go by because of my own thing. So when you ask if I have freedom because of other people's thoughts, yeah, I've got that. That's cool. But more importantly, I can do it because I know my shit now.
Word
So whether 10 people are checking for me, I'll make an album for 10 people.
Yeah.
Or hopefully more than 10. But now I've got that in me. So that feels way better than seeking mass approval.
Just look at the camera and tell Chance you ready now, dude. Go ahead. Look
Chance. I'm here, Chance. I'm ready for my chance. Call a brother up. I saw the rappers that you had on the show on Netflix. I can
Rhythm
crush
and flow.
some of them.
Some of them.
Wow.
I can crush some of them.
But that's
I'm not going to say all of them.
No, not
I'm not gonna say.
D-Smoke.
I said
No,
some
no,
of them.
Don't do that.
D-Smoke.
Yo,
I love D-Smoke. But you know my favorites?
Yeah.
D-Smoke and Old Man Saxon. Old Man Saxon. I love that cat. And D-Smoke, I cannot I'm so excited for D-Smoke.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
That's one of the only reasons I like reality shows is when I see like a talent-based show and someone kills it and, we just witnessed the birth of something pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no smoke with D-Smoke because he is the truth.
That's pretty dope, man. I think Chance will see this and respond to it.
Well, we shall see.
But you say you could crush half the rappers on that show, man. That's you can't come up here and say stuff
Right.
like
Talking
that.
like
Wayne.
that.
You know where you are, man. That's like being in the middle of a boxing ring telling Ali I'm faster than Sugar Ray Leonard. Then what Ali is gonna say is prove it.
Let's have something to eat. Oh no, yeah, right. Right, I thought he was going to say, come on, let's go have a nice meal and
Talk it out over dinner.
and have good conversation. Chianti?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no, let's go.
Yo, I mean, I don't know if you still. You did the Masked Singer. That's good. That's cute.
That was cute.
That's
Yeah,
really
that was cute. That was very
mainstream.
cute.
That's cute.
That was cute.
But you in the Valley of the Hyenas, Wayne.
Did you see my last performance on Masked Singer?
Yeah.
So you saw that piece in the middle of tenderness, and then at the end when I flowed about Nick and the rest of the judges?
I saw that, yeah.
So I'm ready to go.
You ready to go?
This is the highlight of my year, to be able to come into the neighborhood, talk to the citizens, and flow right here. Come on.
You ready?
Come on.
We got a little twist to it, though.
Oh, there's a twist. Uh-oh. Oh, I got to stretch.
We got to stretch it out.
All right.
We're going to do the 5 fingers of death.
Plus 2 toes.
This is the first one of 2020.
Oh, this is the first one?
Oh,
The
it
first
is.
one of 2020.
It is.
We got something different now. Tracy,
Okay.
break down what we're going to do, or you want me to do it?
Well, we're going to add the mystery sack to it.
Oh, that's never good.
Okay.
That's not what I paid for.
Oh, my gosh.
So what happens is, as you're freestyling, I'm not going to throw words out.
Right.
You're going to pick questions out of the sack in your rhyme, read the question, and find a way to answer it while you're flowing.
The mysterious fingers of death.
Right. Stay on beat.
Now, has anyone else done this? So this is brand new.
This is the first time I
So
ever
I'm
came up
breaking
with
this in.
Yeah,
You're
you're
breaking
going to
it
own
in.
Oh,
this.
well,
You're
I
gonna-
need to.
Yeah.
You record.
Yeah. Yeah.
Documentation.
Okay, well, I need a video of this. This is hot.
Okay, place it where is it good? All right, here, hold up. Let me do this. Wayne Brady is about to enter the 5 fingers of death. He's going to pick questions out of the mystery sack.
Okay.
We're not even going to ask him. He's going to read the questions, answer them all in flow. Don't stop the flow. So you got to read the question while you freestyling and answer.
While I'm freestyling.
All right,
wow.
Ready?
So much.
Welcome to the Valley of the Hyenas.
Hyenas.
You are now entering the 5 fingers of death.
DJ Wonder plays 5 unique beats meant to test your lyrical stamina.
I saw the look in his eyes. This guy's crazy. Oh, I'm nervous. I like that. I like nerves. I like
I'm
that.
the best. This is just another chance for me to prove it. But many have failed.
Why you rapping?
It's the 5 fingers of death.
Wayne Brady, Sway in the Morning 2020, first 5 fingers of the year. I want all the MCs to watch this before you come up here. We ain't had a cypher yet. He's going to be the first cypher of 2020. He's going to set the bar. Sway in the Morning, Shade 45, hip hop is alive. Wonder, drop that beat on him.
Let's go.
Yeah. Wayne Brady, a hyena. What you gonna talk about now, Wayne Brady?
This is Mr. Wayne Brady, don't give a fuck how you feel. This is Mr. Wayne Brady, see me on Let's Make a Deal. CBS, I'm the best, rocking the 5 fingers. You see me, no sweat or distress. You wanna come along, I got this rap in my hold. You got a mystery sack, shit shining gold. You want this rhyme, let me begin. I'ma take my first question when I'm reaching in. The question, does forgiveness come easy? Have to understand, forgiveness can make you queasy. I got a lot of people in my life through strife, and you see I even forgave, talked about my ex-wife, talk about my kid, talk about my job, talking about how you gon' hit me, talk about you rob. But I praise and Allah God. I take it back because you see forgiveness can be kinda odd. I got it. Let me flow. Reach into the second, let me go. I got another one, so here I go. Let me answer this question in this way that I know. You like that beat? I see you moving in your seat. For me to be on the show, shit, that's a treat. Hold for a second, give me question, let's begin again. This is for all of y'all, this is for the citizens. If I had to change my first name, what would it be? If I had to change my first name, well, let me see. My first name, let me see, would be great. It might be King because it would be ornate, sitting on my gold. And you know that God made me. I first my change name, change it to King Wayne Brady. King Wayne Brady, and I'm sitting all alone. And you can't be with me, so I'm rocking on the throne. So call me Rock, call me the Sun God. When I get funny, when I read on the side, you won't understand. Hold on, the paper got tangled up. Now I'm looking at it, oh shit, what's the fuck up? What's the biggest check that I've ever signed? Hold on for a second, got no concubines. Never paid a check to a woman to shut up, so let me see the first check. Oh, I got it, I paid about $100,000 on a car. See, that's kind of dumb when you realize exactly how far. That's the kind of shit that you do when you first not broke. The kind of shit you do when you get paid for telling jokes. I paid maybe a couple mil for a house. I paid for checks, gave some to my spouse. I paid for checks because I ain't no fool. I pay about $50,000 a year for a private school.
Wayne Brady, that's a beat number
That's a good ass education.
Yeah, man. Talk about that, bro.
Right? She better.
What's that next question,
The worst candy of all time now. Now, here we go now. You wanna know the answer that I'm gonna say now. Now, here we go now. Now, what's the worst candy bar of all time? Now, see, now let me tell you, this ain't nothing. Because as far as candy bars, I don't eat none of them. But if I had to say to Mrs. and Misters, the worst ass candy bar is a Twizzler. I don't understand. Please just tell me, man, how can I put licorices in my mouth? I don't understand what the fuck then is drastic as plastic. I tried to eat one once, it was a waste. Red and black, yellow ain't got no taste. How can the candy inside taste like the wrapping that is wrapped from the outside?
We go now.
Here we go, I got one to go now. Now here we go now. I got one more question to answer. Now what's the biggest check I've ever received? You wouldn't believe. Now that's a matter of perspective. What's the biggest check that I ever received? Now let me respect it. The first check that I got when I was broke on ABC Who's Line, and this is no smoke to the executives that hired me the first time, but they try to get me on the okie doke, cause it's my first time starring on a show. They gave me like $15 and a handshake. Now what sense does that make? After the first show was finished though, I had a development deal and they offered me dough. I went from making .00 to making .0000, making big checks. My first development deal for about $250,000. Can you imagine that kind of money when you never had that kind of money? Spent it like a dummy. Now I kind of take it for granted because my services are well in demanded. But that was the first check. That was a good check. And in fact, I've still got it framed, Sway. I got it on a wall in my office because I understand when I did not have it that way, Sway. Yeah. Now here's a little fact of the matter. I came on here but not mad as a hatter. And see, I keep grooving to this beat that you got. I'm moving. When it comes to rhyme, damn, I got 20 other MCs when you come up in the neighborhood 2020. Remember, because please have fun. And when it comes to 5 fingers of the year, I'm the first one. I answered all the questions, do what I did, and that's it. We all finished, kid.
Yo!
Come on now, come on.
Yo!
Woo! I'm all sweaty.
Oh, yeah. Wayne.
I'm sweaty as hell
Brady.
right now. Woo!
First time ever.
The mystery sack plus 5 fingers.
Yeah. All in one.
Wow.
2020.
Off the top of the head.
Off the top
nothing
of the
written.
head. True MC.
So all the time that we talk about, I'm going to do this freestyle I wrote last night. No. That is not, no. No, the freestyle is when you're searching for words and trying to put things together and you've got naked fear in your heart, but you're able to use that fear to put stuff together.
Wow.
That's
it
a
all
freestyle.
Made sense. It was
you
all
just,
stories.
You just broke that shit down. When you got naked fear in your heart and you're able to use that fear to put that together.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You know what? I wanted to invite you. I was here doing Freestyle Love Supreme. I don't know if those guys came up here.
Not yet.
Lin-Manuel, you know, his freestyle show.
guy.
So I opened it on Broadway with them. And I just got finished doing it in San Francisco. It's a whole evening of freestyle hip-hop comedy where it's like that. It's stories like that and pulling stories out of a hat or going into the audience and telling these full-blown stories. It's one thing to just rhyme, you know, pillow and silo and da-da-da, but to tell a complete story, that is scary as hell.
You did that in an excellent way. Wayne Brady
Wow,
set it off right, 2020. We got a hyena up in here.
Beyond.
You know, before I leave, I just got to remind you and the fam, please check out Black Lightning. My first episode airs next month. Chris, am I right? It's February 10th. I play Gravedigger. I'm telling you, cats are not ready. Talk about paradigm shifting.
Yeah.
Wait till you watch my arc on Black Lightning. Then you'll see the kind of shit that I've got my eye on for the rest of my career.
Okay.
For the rest of your career.
Yes. Just watch this.
February 10th.
February 10th, first episode, Gravedigger.
And then you also have the IQ show, right?
Comedy IQ on BYU. It's the show that I created it's a reality show that I created for kids coming up like I did. Musical theater kids who then learned improv and learned sketch and learned all these different skills. And then we put it together, and the winner got $10,000 and the chance to have their own comedy special, and they'll be doing a show with me. And I'm very happy that I did that because I love teaching and I love giving back. And I wanted to give back to kids who not everyone has a mom and dad that can take them to acting classes. Yeah. So to be able to find kids from all walks of life and to be able to help those that can't find their way onto TV, to help them find their way there. So this is a busy couple of months. I've got Black Lightning, I'm coming to the Carlisle to sing. I got my EP dropping.
What's the name of the EP?
It's Been Here.
Been Here.
Been here. Answers the question.
There it is.
Where you been?
Been here.
Been here.
Flirting with Forever. That's the single. You should get it. See it. Beautiful song. Well written.
Thank you, sir.
I can't wait for the next rapper that comes up and is like, it's too early to rap, Sway.
Yeah, I'm just going to play this.
It's never too early.
For every rapper that say they don't want to rap, I'm going to play this 5 Fingers of Death in place of them.
It's wow.
Yo, let's do that shit, right?
All right, Sway, I'm going to remind you.
Remind me. If you don't want to rap, cool. Here's Wayne Brady's 5 Fingers of Death.
It's never too early.
That's my word.
Never too early.
Love you, bro.
Thank you so much,
Love you,
man.
man.
I
Come
love
on,
you,
man. You already know, man.
So I'll see you in June.
In June.
Yes.
We'll
We'll
see
follow
us
up.
in June.
Okay.
The whole team coming.
Oh, the whole team. Yes.
Okay. We need a little
see?
section. They already making their costumes.
See, because as soon as I know that we have that solidified, we're gonna make a great episode. Because yeah. Trust me, this is gonna be great.
Okay. Wayne Brady, ladies and gentlemen.